yesterday we talked a little bit about the potential idea of new DLC, either in terms of weaponry or in terms of camos coming to Black Ops 3, either to round out the Year 2 content of Black Ops 3 or to lead up to that final drop in which we may or may not see at any point in time. So whether or not there's 1 or 2 drops or 0 drops left, there's still, believe it or not, 10 different camos that have never made it into the public realm of Black Ops 3, but that do have different asset information in the game code. So whether or not some of these are completed more so than others, or if they're just there and have to be forcibly put onto guns and everything like that, there are still 10 camos that we've yet to see within Black Ops 3. And so today, I figured with the mention of these things as of yesterday, it'd be a fun little way to do both a little bit of a refresher, and those of you guys that may not have ever seen these camos, show you guys for the first time. But I'm gonna take a look at the top 5 best unreleased camos in Black Ops 3, the ones that I think definitely should be there, but for whatever reason have not been introduced as of yet. So that said, just off the bat, these are my personal 5 top favorites. I'll leave links down in the description below if you guys want to check out the other showcases to see the other 5 that have been showcased here up on the channel at any point in time. But I want to take a look at once again and showcase these 5 that I genuinely enjoyed. So that said, starting us off at number 5 actually is one that is from Zetsubou no Shima. That's the Pack-a-Punch camo, and this one does have more information allocated towards it than what we've seen with some of the other ones. This one has designated menu information, which means that if you had this available in your files, you could simply choose it from a create a class menu, hence menu information. So this one is essentially ready to go, but has not been flicked to that theoretical on switch in Black Ops 3. It's not necessarily my favorite looking one, but it is definitely something that's intriguing and has a little bit of a strange air and vibe to it, but I kind of like it compared to some of the other ones. I don't know, it's just kind of quirky and out there, and of course that overgrowth feeling of all sorts of different vines and swamp-like textures. Now number 4 actually has a little bit of a split personality, if you want to put it that way, because there's a couple variations here of this. This is basically just stemming off of the Dragonfire camo that we already have within Black Ops 3, but there are 3 different color variations here for this, and as such, I don't necessarily know if these will be placed into the game as a result, simply because they could very well be leftovers in terms of what we've already seen, but different color schemes for the Dragonfire camo. So maybe potentially in an alternate reality, we ended up having a blue Dragonfire camo, or a green Dragonfire camo, or a purple Dragonfire camo. But what you'll also notice about these is that they are the variations of the Pack-a-Punch camo from Garad Krovi, so again, they're there for various different reasons, but certainly the possibility of seeing a crossover or multiple of these in the multiplayer version is a little bit slimmer, but of course it is nice to see that these are there in the game files, and as unreleased camos, I think they look pretty sweet as number 4. Now the remaining 3 camos here that I want to showcase here for you guys that I absolutely love, again, these were at the time of them being data mined, not necessarily too far into the development stage, so as a result they don't really have too much menu information or anything like that, and that including any specific names designated to them. The names that we'll talk about and call them as here in this video are actually unofficial names that were instead designated by the original data miner, his name being Naewyn. So again, jumping back into the course here, we're gonna come up with number 3 being one called Ethereal, which is one that really kind of falls in line with the next 2 after this as well. They have similar different attributes and things like that in terms of visuals, but this one more so looks like a blue variation of the Cosmic camo seemingly, where it has the different streaks of almost lightning in them, but again, more so being a blue color scheme on top of that, but having that flowing feel and vibe to it like the Cosmic camo does as well, like we've seen already. So whether or not this was a cut variation that, once again, like the Dragonfire camo, we won't see ever come to Black Ops 3 because the brother or sister camo of this happened to be Cosmic, I guess we'll see in time, or maybe never see on the opposite side of the coin. Now number 2 is one called Galaxy, which again follows this more so space nebula galaxy vibe that we've seen from this past one, that being Ethereal, and the next one, the number 1 spot. This one though more so reminds me of a haptic camo vibe with it, where it visually is something that has a little bit of animation to it, but it's more slick, it's more so a camo with a lot of gleam and shine to it, and as such, once again, throwing in that galaxy texture to it, I think it's a nice looking camo, but it does fall a little bit short there compared to what I think is the number one. And that said, number one here in this one that takes the cake for me is one called Eternal, which once again follows that galaxy, that space vibe, that nebula vibe, whatever you want to call it, of the last two, but this one is more so a matte texture and also has a very volcanic feeling to it, I think, too, where if you ever take a look at some imagery of lava and all that, you have the obsidian at the top with the volcanic and molten lava underneath, and that to me is what kind of comes out in this camo, where it does have, of course, that black red, but also the blue vibe that we've seen throughout all the different variations of, say, Galaxy, Ethereal, as well as release camos like Cosmic and Into the Void. This one, I think, is the one that I absolutely most want within Black Ops 3, and right now, I don't see really any other variations that this could be, say, a brother or sister camo towards that would negate it ever having a chance to be coming into the game itself. Of course, this might fall in line with some of the Pack-a-Punch camos for Revelations, but that said, we've already seen one come. Maybe we can see another one, I don't know, but still nonetheless, I think this one takes the cake for me, and that's gonna round out the top 5 unreleased camos within Black Ops 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Of these 5, did you guys love any one in particular, either more or less than some of the other ones? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below, and would you guys like to see some of these come to Black Ops 3? That said, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a beat with things like Black Ops 3, Call of Duty World War II, Modern Warfare Mastered, Infinite Warfare, all that good stuff we got you covered here up on the channel. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.